Good day to you, my Texas farming and ranching neighbor, and welcome back to Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. USDA announced another large overnight export sales of U.S. corn to the Communist Chinese. The sale for 26.3 million bushels, making a total of 50 million bushels in the last 2 days. That was largely why old crop May corn futures closed up a nickel, while the new crop months were down 2 to 3 cents by the bushel. Macro events and bearish banking problems are cropping up in Europe, affecting all the global financial markets. The Dow was down over 700 points for a time, but managed to only close down 280. Gold is higher again, up over the $100 per ounce since last week as the financial uncertainty persists. The Black Sea export corridor agreement's yet to be finalized as Russia is insisting on a 60-day extension while the Ukrainians want 120. Crude oil has been down over $5 by the barrel in the $66 per barrel range, currently trading down about $3. Corpus Christi's public elevator opened this week for Milo trucks Monday through Friday from 8 to 2:45. Cargill Houston closed through Monday for maintenance. Anderson's Houston is open this week, Tuesday and Thursday, but we close this next week for maintenance. For help marketing your grains, trust John Tuggle by calling 361-852-5207. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how's the sale shaping up?
You bet, Larry. Shipping up real good. We got a little over 1,300 head already on the yards on Wednesday evening. About 385 cows and about 15, 18 bulls. The rest of them all good calves, yearlings. A lot of cattle that are weaned going to be there. Kind of look around that probably 1,600 heads we're going to look at, Larry. Could be a hair more depending on what comes in the rest of the evening on Wednesday.
All right. Anything going on during the weekend?
You bet. We got the big female sale, over 2,500 head consigned. That'll be coming up. It starts at 10 o'clock Saturday. Got all the listings up there. We've already got a lot of cattle coming in, sorting and grouping them up. We have a lot of good bred cows, bred heifers, and pairs, and also open heifers, Larry. So if you need some replacements, be sure to take a look and come on up there for Saturday sales starting at 10, or you can do it live on the internet too. Just go to our website and go from there, Larry.
Give us the contact info.
It's area code 325-372-5159, or also it'll be at the website, jordan@cattle.com, Larry.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Ken.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meats from yesterday. We'll begin with the national pork carcass cutout value, down $1.99 in the Wednesday afternoon report at $86.38. The butt was up 21, the rib up 130, and the belly up 20. The primals only reported higher, with ham down 6 3/4, leading the way lower. USDA estimated federal hog slaughter at 479,000 head through Wednesday, down 2,000 head versus last week. The week-to-date total, 1.448 million head, 21 larger versus last week, 29,000 head above the same week last year. As we look toward wholesale box beef prices in the afternoon report Wednesday, choice down $1.64 at $284.27. The select $192 lower at $272.63. Wednesday's federal cattle slaughter 126,000 head, even with last week. That brings the week to date to 378,000 head, even with a year ago, but 8,000 head above the same week last year. Looks like Wednesday's FCE online auction, no sales of the 1,002 listed, bids running 162, down one from Tuesday, and offers 164 to 165. Neighbor, it looks like that's it for meats. We are on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Sean, how'd cattle sell in Fredericksburg?
Sold very well, Larry. Ended up with 552, I believe, was the total tally. Didn't quite get our 6 to 800 we were talking about, but we got close. Market was on the cows and bulls was probably 1 to 2 higher. Steers and heifers. Steers 5 down, probably 1 to 2 higher. 550 up was probably steady. Heifers was probably 5 to 8 higher. Some of those, we can go through some of this stuff. Those kind of 5 to 6 weight steers, we sold some of those up to 245 today. On 6 to 7 weight steers up to 210. Heifer mates, kind of 5 to 6 weights up to $2. On the 6 to 7 weights up to $1.89. So I thought it was awful good. Everybody jumped in there and acted like they needed some cattle and sure bought them. So it was good. We got along real well.
Well, good. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for sheep and goats on Tuesday, cattle on Wednesday in Fredericksburg.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. I'm Larry Marble from down on the farm, and we're on the line with Brandon DeBose from DeBose Pipe, Panel, and Gate. This is what year they start?
Man, they started in 1976. Grandfather started this business backyard in Lomita, Texas.
Brandon, describe your product line and services provided.
Yes, sir. We do entrances. We sell pipe. We sell livestock gates, pasture gates, heavy-duty corral gates. You know, any kind of gates you'd really need out there on your farm, your pasture, whatever it is.
The phrase that y'all use within the commercial is wholesale to the public.
We're under competitors' retail prices, and our panels are the first and only to ever have a lifetime warranty against any livestock. Our heavy-duty line, they're made out of a 2-inch Schedule 80 pipe frame and inch and 5/8 14-gauge rails, and they're going to weigh around 150 pounds. We're very confident in the way they're built, the material they're built out of. We're very confident in our employees that put these things together. And man, there's nothing more frustrating than going buying a competitor's panel and setting up your pins and having a bullet try to jump out of it and tear 3 or 4 panels, and there you are having to go buy 3 or 4 more. When ours, man, you bring that panel back, show us where they try to jump through to jump over, and if it's damaged by any livestock beyond use, let us know, man. We replace it, no questions asked.
Now, you offer financing, too.
We go through a company called Sweet Pay Financing. It's been a very handy tool.
You're at the Lomita location. Give us your phone number for the Lomita location.
Lomita location, we can be reached at area code 512-752-3200.
And the website?
www.dubospanels.com.
We're on the line with Cousin Brian from Seguin Cattle Company. Cousin Brian, how'd the sale go this week?
Sale ended up real good, Larry. No change from last week. We're seeing some of these new croppers start to show up, and you know, like I said, they make a little bit of adjustment, but you know, they're fleshy and they got some weight to them, so they're still dollaring out. Ended up with 650 head of cattle. Those 2 to 3 weight steers, $1.39 to $2.25. 3 to 4 weights, $1.74 to $2.65. 4 to 5 weights, $1.84 to $2.55. 5 to 6 weights, $1.63 to $2.25. 6 to 7 weights, $1.37 to $2.02. With the 7 to 8 weight steers, $1.59 to $1.88. Get to the heifer mates, 2 to 3 weights, $1.27 to $1.90. 3 to 4 weights, $1.46 to $2.17. 4 to 5 weights, $1.48 to $2.12. 5 to 6 weights, $1.30 to $1.94. And 6 to 7 weight heifers, $1.22 to $1.83. Top end of the utility commercial cows, $1.05. Top end of the bulls today, $1.27. Got pairs off from $1,050 to $1,325 with some bred cows, bringing $600 to $1,175. So, like I said, just good, strong market.
Sheep side of it?
Sheep and goats ended up with 660 head of them. Those good nannies up $310 with the good kids bringing from $305 to $355. And you get to those Dorper ewes, they brought from $80 to $130 with the good lambs bringing from $280 to $340. So no complaints anywhere.
Well, good deal. Hopefully we'll have plenty of cattle to sell at a good price next week in Seguin. Brian, tell everybody how to contact you.
You can give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can call me on my cell phone anytime, 830-305-0652.
We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you next week.
Pray for some rain for us, Larry.
I already have. It's
all
already
right, thank you, sir.
You bet.
MG Building Materials, 5 retail locations all over South and Central Texas, from the Hill Country to the Gulf Coast. Perfect if you're a contractor or a homeowner. The smallest home improvement job to the largest commercial project, MG's positioned to help everyone. MGBuildingMaterials.com. San Antonio, Corpus, Pleasanton, Kerrville, and Uvalde. Always on the web, MGBuildingMaterials.com. MG's 5 retail centers there to help you at MGBuildingMaterials.com.
We're on the line with Jim Wheeler from Atascosa Livestock, Pleasanton. Jim, how'd the sale go Tuesday?
Market's still pretty hot. Cows were steady, 328 head, and the second week in a row we've had more heifers than steers.
Well, walk the pins with us.
All right, 107 steers, 114 heifers, 93 cows, and 9 bulls. Steer side, 2 to 3 weights, $1.85 to $2.50. Heifers were $1.70 to $2.20. 3 to 4 weight steers, $1.80 to $2.60. Heifers were $1.75 to $2.15. 4 to 5 weight steers, $1.70 to $2.45. Heifers were $1.65 to $2.10. 5 to 6 weight steers, $1.60 to $2.20. Heifers were $1.50 to $1.87. 6, 7 weight steers, $1.50 to $2. Heifers were $1.30 to $1.70. 7 to 8 weight steers, $1.35 to $1.65. Heifers were $1.20 to $1.40. 8 to 9 weight steers, $1.15 to $1.55, and the heifers were $1.05 to $1.05.
What'd the cows have on them?
190 again this week. Best Packer cow brought 98 bucks. Best bull brought $1.25. Sold bred cows anywhere from 800 to 1350, and we kept some pairs together. They brought from 1050 to 1900.
Do you know of anything for this next Tuesday, Jim Wheeler?
Yeah, we've got another little spot to work. It's not many, about 35, but that will depend on the weather. We got a chance of rain tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So
Well.
that will determine our numbers.
All right. Never be another poor day in Atascosa County if it rains.
Very true.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
Jim, we appreciate it. Talk to you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Neighbor announcing the Pleasanton Young Farmers Farm and Ranch Equipment and Miscellaneous Item Sale, Saturday, March the 18th, 10 a.m. Atascosa Show Barn. For more information, call Darrell Ashley, 830-570-0765. Randy Shearer, 830-769-3641. Auctioneer Dwayne Lutz, Texas license 13075. Again, that Farm and Ranch Equipment and Miscellaneous Item Sale, conducted by the Pleasanton Young Farmers, comes up Saturday, March the 18th at 10 a.m. at the Atascosa County Show Barn grounds. Call 830-570-0765. We're on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. We're going to go over the results of the sheep and goats and preview cattle. First up, it's sheep and goats. Klein, how'd they go?
Well, we had 850 head at a real active market across the board yesterday. Pretty much steady with the week before. Those lambs and some spots were a little heavier, or a little better. Those heavy lambs, $1.20 to $2.35. Those light lambs, $2.20 to $3.10. Fat ewes, $60 to $1.20. And those thin pack ewes, $45 to $90. Those packer nannies, $85 to $1.60. Those fat Spanish nannies, $1.10 to $1.65. Stocker nannies, $1.65 to $2.70. Those good cabritos, $2.50 up to $3.45. Those lightweights for $2 up to $3.90. And the billies yesterday, $1.65 to $2.35. So awful good run in a good market.
Good. How about the cattle sale? How's it shaping up?
Got about 250 on the yard. Only got about 50 cows. Got a handful of those. We'll palpate in the morning. Probably have 10 or 15 of those bred cows, and we'll catch some more in the morning. So should have around 500 head and get some good calves, yearlings here, and should be a good market.
On Thursday there at Uvalde at Southwest Livestock Exchange, Klein Spear, tell everybody how to contact you.
Call us the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We'll talk to you after the sale. Thank you, Klein.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye.
Larry Marble with Down on the Farm. I'm with Stephen from D&D. Stephen, you're talking T-Post with us today, correct?
Yes, sir. My buddy Tony and I are here. Larry, we've got a smoking hot deal on some 6.5 foot, 1.33 green T-Post. Tony, what are those guys running?
They're going for $5.99. That's for 1 or 1,000.
Great prices on T-Post from D&D. Stephen, tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340. I'm at extension 160.
And you can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Stephen and Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin.
We're on the line with Chris Carter, Karnes County Livestock Exchange. They sell them down in Kennedy every week. Chris, we always begin by thanking the folks that do business with us.
You bet you, Larry. We do want to thank all of you and our buyers. Last week, we ended up with 632 head of cattle, and feeder side was steady while the packers were a touch soft.
Walk the pens with us.
Number one steers, 2 to 3 weight, $2 at $2.60. 3 and 4 is $2 at $2.67. 4 and 5 weights, $2.02 to $2.52. 5 and 6 is $1.39 to $2.29. 6 and 7 is $1.70 to $2.10. And the 7 and 8 weights, $1.61 up to $2.05. It sure is nice looking down those steers and seeing all the highs over $2. On the heifers, 2 to 3 weight, $1.84 to $2.35. 3 and 4 is $1.74 to $2.18. 4 and 5 weights, $1.83 to $2.45. 5 and 6 is $1.71 to $1.92. 6 and 7 is $1.55 to $1.85. And the 7 and 8 weights, $1.35 to $1.50. We ended up with 27 packer bulls last week. High yielding was 113 up to 122.50 on the best bull. Medium 90 to 97. We had 88 packer cows. High yielding was 90 up to 96. Medium 71 to 79. And the low end 32 to 38. We had 45 bred cows and 20 pair. This was that sell out of those Corrientes we had last week. On those Corrientes they brought on the breds from $5.95 up to $7.25, and on the pairs $7.90 to $9.50. The better end of the pairs brought $1,200 up to $1,375, and the breds $935 to $1,035.
What do you have under the barn for this week?
At the present time, we've got 543 head checked in, and we're looking for about 700 come sale time. In our count, we've got 32 bred cows, 6 pair, 77 packer cows and bulls, and the rest are yearlings.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
For any questions, please call Wetland Rouse at 361-542-0810 or myself at 210-286-5345.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a shorter look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle. We'll call Milo through Corpus in March, May plus 90, 12.79. Yellow corn to Corpus in March, May plus 150, 7.76 and a half. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in March, May plus 130, 949 3/4, and Placido beans, 1254 3/4. 4,451 bale of Texas cotton at 76.67. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm. Thanks for listening. Good day.